Well, hello there. It's Sarah from Fox and Forge Farm on the eastern coast of New South Wales, and today I want to take you through one of the biggest projects we've undertaken this year. This area was once just our orchard. It had a few scraggly fruit trees that the sheep kept munching on, and it really didn't get that much love. So now we are going to change it into an abundant and intentional food forest. A food forest is a layered, self-sustaining system modelled after a natural forest. But instead of wild oaks and pines, it's apples and mulberries, citrus and elderberries, herbs, vines, veggies. Every layer is edible, medicinal, or plays a support role. Then there's the herbaceous layer, plants like chamomile, calendula, lemon balm, comfrey. These are powerhouses for pollinators, for us and for the soil. Creeping along the ground, we're planting vining crops like pumpkins and squash to serve as living mulch, cooling the soil, suppressing weeds, and feeding our family. Got a new load of mulch, the garden. We've been pulling up most of the grass and replacing it with a thick layer of mulch. Why? Because mulch does so much. It holds moisture, suppresses weeds, feeds the soil, and gives beneficial fungi a place to thrive. With fewer grasses competing for the nutrients and water, our plants will grow stronger. And come summer, way less whippersnipping. Oh, very good. Such a good helper. Another main feature of our food forest will be our beehives. They're nestled right in the back there, and they are at the top of our minds when we think about how we manage our forest and what plants we want in there. Is that pretty cool? Can you reach any macadamias?
There is one right here.
Yeah? While Hubs and I continued in the orchard, the kids decided that they wanted to get their bows out and practice some archery before we headed off on our way to a friend's farm for a Easter barbecue camp out. Our friend's farm, about an hour and a half away, is absolutely gorgeous and features geese, turkeys, goats, and a huge open fire pit that we all cooked over the top of. We woke up the next morning to a beautiful sunrise over the mountain and some very happy chocolate-filled children, followed by bacon and eggs cooked over an open fire. Back home again, Doug, my husband, got started on what was going to be one of the most exciting features in the garden, a massive trellis. Taking some cute little photos of you. Oh, yeah. Nice. Built completely from timber harvested on our land, this trellis is going to be huge, rustic, and beautiful, just waiting to be covered in grapevines and Banksia roses. What's this one? A heap of plants that I've potted up over the last couple of years and had nowhere really that was safe from the sheep to plant them. So now I'm getting them all planted out through this new food forest orchardy area, which is very exciting. I'm very, very keen to see how all of this looks once it's all finished. It's already looking pretty dang cute, and that's with rubbish everywhere. My wonderful older sister bought me a bag of 155 bulbs from Garden Express. So that's all of them there. And we are going to plant them all throughout this food forest area. So in spring, this will look gorgeous. Look at that! So pretty. Such a cute chunky boy. Hub's just got this pink lady apple sprout out of our main tree, so I'm just, woo! Oh no, that's okay. Just fell off the root ball that he smushed in there. That'll be fine because it's getting potted up right now. So I'll pot this up and we'll see if we can get a nice apple tree out of it. There you go. Give a bit of water and then it's good to go. Good to have a lunch break after all the hard work this morning. While the kids and I paused for lunch, Doug powered through clearing around all the fruit trees, pulling back all the grass and mulching them. With a bit of fertilizer, this will give them a great head start for next year's growth. We always seem to find really cool bugs in our garden. These centipedes are regular for us, though this one thankfully is dead. This end of the food forest is currently, and quite frankly, a complete mess. Though it doesn't look it at the moment, this big section in front of us that's been dug out is our raspberry patch. Doug has dug big trenches either side to stop any runners getting through, and we'll mulch that fairly heavily during the winter and autumn and hopefully get a ton of fruit off it in summer. This ball of chaos that's under construction is going to be our dragon fruit right next door to our raspberries. Doug has dug out the dragon fruit that I dumped there several years ago and incidentally kept whippersnipping when they got overgrown with grass. And so now we're putting in proper poles for them and training them up those in 3 beautiful large wooden towers. So hopefully between that and the raspberry patch it'll look pretty dang cool. We were feeling pretty damn good about things. Our orchard looked amazing, we'd put so much effort and time and love into it, and had set it up so well for a beautiful start next spring, and so naturally that's when shit decided to hit the fan. The very day after we'd finished our orchard project, our house and property flooded for 4 days straight. It was an absolute mess. And there was nothing we could really do about it except for sit back and have a nice cup of tea and occasionally mop out our kitchen area that had about 2 inches of water across the bottom of it. So it was a frustrating time, but that is life on a homestead. Sometimes things don't go how we plan them to go, and you just have to pick up and move on and see what the damage is and where you can fix it. A few days later, a weak sun managed to make its way through the clouds, and we decided that we better go out and see how much damage had been done to the orchard and see what we could begin to fix up. This front half of the orchard actually survived a lot better than I expected. We did have some mulch wash away and some plant roots were exposed, but all in all it wasn't too bad.
Iron mud?
Iron mud?
Yeah.
What is iron mud?
It's mud what is made out of iron.
Oh, okay. Further into the orchard we had a few more channels opening up where the river flowed through the beds, which was not ideal, and large sections of the mulch washed away. Well, in terms of collateral, this is our only tree that got actually uprooted, which it was right there, which is exactly where all of the water was flowing, so that's kind of... This one I think is one of our plums. plums maybe, or like one of the plum cut variety mixed bag things. I don't know what they're called. Hang on, there's a tag here. It is an apricot plum, cotton candy. Surprising. Everything else is looking very bedraggled, but mostly in one piece. It's mostly aesthetic damage with washing away mulch and, you know, tearing up the plants a little bit, but nothing that we can't fix eventually. It'll just take a bit longer. All in all, it's super disappointing that this happened, but as I said earlier, things do happen on a homestead that just make you want to cry a little bit. But you can pick yourself up and make things better and stronger than they ever were before, so that's what we're going to do. And I will let you know in future videos how that goes for us. So if you like this video and enjoy what we're doing at Fox and Forge Farm, I'd love if you could like and subscribe and follow along with our journey.